This is when it really gets tense. Only 4 teams remain in the biggest club competition in the world, and we're not far away from kickoff in the first leg. It is Chelsea. They take on Borussia Dortmund, and the action is next on EA TV Live. Well, the atmosphere has been building up all day long, and we're almost ready for kickoff here at Stamford Bridge. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And on the menu, action from Europe's premier club competition, the Champions League. This, the first leg of the semi-final. It's Chelsea against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, this is what the Champions League is all about. Some of the world's best players, 2 excellent teams and a great stadium. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
The lineup for Chelsea. Kepa stands between the posts. Azpilicueta plays with Ben Chilwell in the fullback positions. Raheem Sterling plays with Mason Mount on the flanks. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition.
Kepa, number 28, Azpilicueta, number 6, Thiago Silva, number 26, Kalidou Koulibaly, number 21, Ben Chilwell, number 5, Jorginho, number 8, Mateo Kovacic, number 19, Mason Mount.
And introducing the Borussia Dortmund side, Thomas Meunier plays with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks, and they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And underway now in this Champions League semi-final first leg. And they keep the ball, advantage Chelsea. Azpilicueta. Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz. And return to Havertz. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Showing a real desire to win it back. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Options in the middle. Meunier. And on to Bellingham. And blocked for now. Mateo Kovacic. Mount. And can they prize them open now? Trying to really get at the opposition here. The outcome is a goal kick here. And using his strength to shield the ball. And Borussia Dortmund in a position of menace. But they dealt with the threat posed. Mount. Mateo Kovacic. Chilwell. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Zule. Schlotterbeck. Brandt with it. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Marco Reus. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Guerreiro. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. And a goal! The opening statement in this semi-final. How important could that prove to be?
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever back heel. But should the keeper be beaten at his near post? I don't think so. He really needs to do better in those situations.
Goal for Borussia
It'll be
Dortmund.
interesting to see whether or not Chelsea can articulate an appropriate reply. Thiago Silva. Mateo Kovacic. Sterling. Here's Kovacic. Great opportunity. And a goal! An end-to-end game. And they weren't behind for long.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Goal for
So
Chelsea.
back underway. One goal apiece here.
Mount.
Well, that's one for them to pursue. Brandt. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Azpilicueta. Here's Mount. No space for them here. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Guerreiro. Jude Bellingham. This looks interesting. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Making high pressing work for them here. And this is Reus. He scored once already and close to making it a double.
Well, every time he gets on the ball, he looks a real danger today.
And over comes the corner. The clearance wasn't decisive. Guerreiro. He's very adept at protecting the ball. It might be on for them. Brilliantly blocked. Just the challenge that was required. Mateo Kovacic. Sterling has it. Kai Havertz. This is Azpilicueta. There to take it away. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Mukoko. Brandt with it. And so the first half draws to a close here in West London. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, he stepped forward for his team with the equaliser. It could prove to be the key turning point in this contest, as they haven't been at their best today. You do feel they need to find another gear in the second half, though, if they are to go on and win it.
Second half of this Champions League semi-final first leg underway. Mateo Kovacic. On to Jorginho. And Sterling has it. Here's Chilwell. Very quick thinking there. Brandt. Zali Özcan with it. Mukoko. Lovely ball over the top. Well, the decision is offside, and he's bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Mount. Now with Jorginho. Excellent passing. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Daniel Malen. Royce. Chance to cross. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Trevor Chalobah. Havertz. And Sterling has it. He read the... Well, the referee left with no alternative. Compelled to stop play.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 11, Marco Reus, to be replaced by number 7, Giovanni Reina.
And so play will be restarted by means of a drop ball. And Kai Havertz could go ahead. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, just watch this again. Look how Sterling beats his man, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
And it will be interesting to see how Borussia Dortmund respond to that setback. Excellent vision. Oh, goodness, not the best of challenges. Now then, what's the referee going to do here? And the referee does send him off. No arguments there.
Well, no complaints really, but they need to reorganise now, and quickly.
And he whips it in. Well, the header needed to be a lot better than that. Didn't really make the keeper work. Cucurella. Here's Kovacic. Jorginho. Mateo Kovacic. Now Chelsea in a position of menace. A fine block. And plenty of space for this Dortmund attack. Wonderful chance! Oh, he saved it well.
Can the owner of the red sports car, that's a red sports car, parked outside main reception, please return to your vehicle?
Guerreiro with the corner. Well, still an issue here. And in the end, no damage done. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Is it going to be? Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
Short corner taken. Crossing into the middle. Well, threat over for now. Guerreiro. On to Zule. It's with Guerreiro. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Laid into the box. Well, too close to the goalkeeper to really pose a threat. Jorginho. Jorginho. Sterling. Nicely timed tackle. And attempting the through ball. And foiled only by the crossbar. They have to be bold, Borussia Dortmund, in these circumstances. And making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Could be! And Koulibaly thwarting them. Brandt. Blocked again. A sloppy pass. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really heavily on his shoulder then. You can see the discomfort he's in. But he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Just the challenge that was required. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. Just not looking confident in possession. And support available. Chance to finish. No spillage from the goalkeeper. Routine. Mount. It's with Koulibaly. Jorginho. Kovacic! In it goes! To increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. Donyell Malen. Bellingham. Did well to win the ball back. Full time then, and Chelsea will carry a lead into the second leg of this tie.
Well, it was a great performance, wasn't it? You could see the game plan from the first minute, and they executed it so well. Surely they'll be moving into the final with another display like that.
Well, Mateo Kovacic, brilliantly effective. No two ways about that, Stuart.
Well, it's a good performance. He worked hard, played well, and scored a goal. And his team won. What more could you ask for?